Good morning, everybody. Today is April 26th, and we're out here for my second practice session of the year. Already got all these cones set up. You got Sonic over there. We got slow starts and stops over here. Then we're gonna move into the slow ride on the same set of cones. Then we're gonna move over to there for left and right turns. Then we're gonna come over here to the single cone weave. And if you guys watch Robert Simmons, he's been having a problem with people swinging wide, so let me show you what he's doing now, and I'm gonna follow suit. So instead of just the single cone, you got a cone on each side, and that's gonna end up forcing them to go wider. Shout out to Big Rob over there. That's a fantastic idea, so I'm gonna see how it works out. Then after we get done with this single serpentine, we're gonna come over here to the U-turn, got that all set up. And then if anybody's feeling fancy, we got the double 360 over there. So I have 9 people registered. We'll see how many of them actually show up. This morning it was a little bit rainy, but it's cleared up, it's overcast, but you know me, I always tend to bring the rain with me, and that's all right. It's also a little windy, but I do want to show you guys something that I just got, and you'll be seeing it in the practice sessions. It's pretty sweet. Look at that. I think I have finally made it. I have my own gazebo, pop-up gazebo with my logo on it. Look at that up at the top there. Man, this thing came out so good. And then here's my YouTube channel banner, helping you become a better rider one video at a time. And then I also opted for this backdrop right here. Unfortunately, it's too windy to stand this all the way up, but it's got my full logo. And let me tell you, it looks freaking sweet. I know some of you are gonna ask where I got it, so I'll just address that now. I got it from a company called ABC Canopy. Not affiliated with them. I was online, they had the best reviews, and this thing turned out fantastic. So if you're interested, ABC Canopies. Of course, we got Sonic ready to roll. We got my new helmet, because that other one was been through the ringer a few times. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, we're out here at Johnny K's in Elyria, Ohio. If you guys are interested in doing any of these practice sessions, they're completely free, no charge whatsoever. Go to my website, jogomotorcycleadventures.com. Got the whole schedule listed out for the rest of the year. 1 session a month, completely free. And also, if you're interested in private lessons, I do offer those as well. So same thing, go to the website, jogomotorcycleadventures.com, and see what I have available. All right, so I'm just waiting for everybody to show up. So in the meantime, I'm gonna hop on Sonic, get a little bit of warm up in, and we'll be back when everybody gets here. All right, guys, so we got 4 people here out of 9 that registered. It's all right, but so here's our first rider. What's your name, sir?
Jim.
And where are you from?
I am from Avon, Ohio.
Perfect, not too far. And what are you riding today?
I am riding a Harley Davidson, the orange one, Electric Glide.
Nice, very nice. And how long have you been riding?
I've been riding since 1988, started off on a Gold Wing and then transitioned over to Harley and started doing the cones last year.
Okay, so you've only been practicing slow speed stuff for about a year.
Yes.
I've actually trained with Jim a few times over at Rock and Roll, and his progress has been great. So looking forward to the second year of training with you. And what's your goal for today?
The goal for today is just to get the rust off and to make sure I could do everything I need to enhance my skills and ride even better.
Yeah.
So that's the goal. Get into it again this year.
Very good. Yeah, we had a very long winter out here in Ohio. Haven't had one like that in a long time. So let's shake that rust off, and I appreciate you coming out.
No problem. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks. All right, sir, what's your name?
Richard.
Richard, and where are you from?
Greer, South Carolina.
South Carolina?
Yes.
Look at this. I had somebody come all the way from South Carolina. Holy crap. What brings you all the way out here? Just this?
I've got friends up here too.
Okay.
Friends and family, so visiting.
Very, very cool. Appreciate you coming out. What are you riding today?
BMW 1300 GS.
Now, did you ride this all the way from South Carolina?
Yeah, yes.
Wow. He's a trooper. I like this guy already.
Yeah, we took about 3 days doing some Virginia and West Virginia back roads.
Awesome. Yeah,
some
that's
great riding.
Yeah, and you had probably had some pretty good weather too this last week.
Yes.
Yeah. And how long have you been riding?
Since 1971.
Okay. And have you practiced any slow speed stuff?
Just recently. Started last year a little bit, but
Okay.
not as often and as long as I should be.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Hey, better late than never. What's your goal for today?
Just to increase the confidence level and skill level. Just it's a progression.
Okay, all right. Well, I appreciate you coming out and can't wait to train with you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, sir, what's your name?
Jared Sudi,
And where are you from?
Strongsville, Ohio.
All right, right around the corner from me.
Not too far.
So what are you riding today?
I got a 2012 Electric Glide.
Awesome. And how long you been riding? Did I already ask you that?
No, not yet.
Okay.
About 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
And how much of the slow speed experience do you have?
About 2 years of Ohio weather worth.
Okay, fair enough. And what's your goal for today?
To knock off the rust like everybody else.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to do that. I don't think I forgot any other questions.
That's the usual.
Yeah, okay, we're good. It's too early, guys. Next rider.
Good morning, my name's Al. I'm riding the 2012 FLH TP Touring Police. That gives you a slight advantage out here in these cones. It has better seating position. On and off rider since 1979. There's been years I had no motorcycle. Been doing slow speed stuff since about 2014. And you just got to keep at it. Once you develop the skill, if you don't keep practicing, you lose it. So today's goal is stay proficient and learn more.
Is this your first interview?
Guys, I didn't even have to ask anything. I like this guy. He needs his own YouTube channel. I didn't have to say a word. Well, appreciate you coming out, man. All right, guys, we got a rider that just showed up, so don't want to leave him out. What's your name, sir?
Steven Buckner,
And where are you from?
Cleveland, Ohio.
All right, right around the corner. And how long have you been riding?
I actually been on twos probably, I say a few months. Not that long.
Okay.
Not that long. Remember I sent you the folder of the picture with the Saved by the Helmet
Oh,
thing?
yeah.
So quick story, I got my endorsement in June, bought a bike in July, and I had that wreck in August of 2023.
Wow.
So I was out for like 6 months, and then I just got that in November of last year. So
Yeah, and what are you riding?
a 23 Road Glide Standard.
Very nice, very nice. And by now, you guys probably seen the video that I just released of the new bike that I got. I went with a Road Glide. So,
See it. It's a nice bike.
yeah, loving the Road Glide. Anyways, so you're taking the right steps, getting some training, and you're gonna just enjoy riding that much more once you know exactly what to do.
Right.
So what's your goal for today?
Just to add some more tools to the toolbox.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, be sharper on that thing because I want to enjoy it, and I think the more you know about it, that these machines can do, the better you'll be on them.
Yep, and it's amazing what they can do.
It
so
is, it
we'll,
is.
We'll get out there. Appreciate
right.
you coming out, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
man.
You guys ready?
Today, yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do the in brief. I brought some notes so I'm not so scatterbrained. All right, so welcome here at Johnny K's. Huge shout out to them for letting me use the parking lot, hold these for you guys. First on the list, Johnny K's opens at 9:30. You can use the bathrooms in there. They open at 9:30. You can take a look around. Beautiful place in there. They sell Indians, unfortunately, but no, I'm just kidding. All right, so this is positive environment. After talking to all you guys, I don't think we're gonna have any negativity. So just keep it positive. Not gonna force you to do all the exercises, but I encourage you to try them all. I mean, you got nothing to lose. As far as all the exercises, we're gonna start off with smooth starts and stops, and then we're gonna do the slow ride. Then from there, I got left and right turns set up over there. And then after that, we're gonna go into the single serpentine. And shout out, I don't know if you guys know Robert Simmons, but he started putting 3 cones instead of 1 because people don't want to swing wide. So with those 2 extra cones, you're gonna have to swing wide, which shout out to Robert, awesome idea. Next on the list, don't be afraid to hit the cones. They're not gonna bite you, they're not gonna hurt you. They're soft, they're not gonna do anything to you. Also, if you're nervous about your saddlebags and you don't have drop guards, you can take them off. I got a moving blanket in the trailer that we can set them on. So if you want to do that, let me know. And then it's okay to fall, all right? The goal is not to fall. But as my buddy from Lock and Lean, Ken Grant, we want quality drops. So I don't know if you know what exactly a quality drop is. I did a video on it. So basically, if you fall and you don't know what happened and you don't learn from it, that's a dumb drop. Quality drop, you fall, you know exactly what happened, or I'll help you out and understand what happened, and you learn from it. That's all it is in a nutshell. We want quality drops. When he told me that, man, it unlocked everything. Then the main techniques we're going to be using is the friction zone. Do you guys know what the friction zone is? Don't be afraid to say no. But for those of you that don't know, it's that sweet spot in the clutch that provides power to the rear wheel. And when you have power to the rear wheel, that keeps the bike upright. In addition, with the friction zone, we want to have enough throttle. When you get to the advanced level, your goal should be around like 1600 RPMs, but we're not going to be staring at the RPM gauge. We want to listen to the engine, because when you're out on the road or in a parking lot, you got better things to worry about. I don't want you to be under 1600, and if you go above 2000, it is what it is. I'd rather you have more throttle than not enough, because when you don't have enough, you're going to end up going down probably, or stalling. And then next, we're also going to be using light rear brake. It's going to be smooth. You don't want to be stabbing at the rear brake. And what can we use the rear brake for? Anybody know?
Stand you up.
That's one. Control your speed. A metaphor that's been told to me that I like to use is, imagine there's like an egg between your foot and the brake pedal, all right? If you stab at it, you're gonna smash that egg and you're gonna get egg yolk everywhere, and you don't want that on your paint. And another thing that you can imagine is, imagine you're just using your big toe on the rear brake. So you don't want to put your entire foot on that front brake, because the harder you press, obviously more pressure, and you're more likely to stab at it. We're always going to be covering the rear brake, all right? And exactly what covering the rear brake is, you can rest your foot on it, but you don't have to put any pressure on it. Your foot's there, so in case you need to slow down a little bit, you're already there. Then we're going to be using counterbalancing. You guys know what counterbalancing is? All right, for those of you that don't know, keeping your body perpendicular with the ground. One time I said with the bike and all hell broke loose online. Whew. So perpendicular with the ground, let the bike lean underneath you. All right, you don't have to lean with the bike. That's more for road speed, and that's a whole different topic that I'm not going to cover. So let the bike lean underneath you, let it do the work. When you're leaning with the bike, you're doing more work than needed. And then we're going to use our head and eyes, look where we want to go. Wherever you're looking, that's where the bike's going to want to go. And then lean forward. So you can scoot up on the tank a little bit and lean forward. And what this does is you're not reaching as much. So when you're turning, you're not straining yourself. When you lean forward, it makes it nice and easy. You got plenty of slack in your arms. Lastly, this is important, we're always going to stop with the handlebars straight and no front brake. Because what happens when you use the front brake and those handlebars are turned? You're going over. So it's a little more forgiving if your handlebars are turned when using the rear brake, but the goal is to keep the bars straight right before you come to a stop. Last thing, we're going to get into it. All right, does anybody know the 3 things that determine your turning radius?
Speed.
Speed's one of them?
Lean and handlebar position.
Yes, Al got it. Lean and handlebar turn. So for the speed, the faster you go, the larger your turn radius, the slower you go, the tighter you'll get. Lean angle, more lean, obviously, tighter turn. And the handlebar turn, if you do a late handlebar turn, you're more likely to run wide. And then if you do a faster handlebar turn, you're immediately gonna get that turn going. So we don't want to delay it. Be deliberate with your turn. That's all I got. You guys got any questions? All right, we're gonna start right off over here. We can start up over here I'll hop on the bike and do a quick little demo and we'll start running you guys through. Okay, so we're moving into slow starts and stops. We're gonna try to make this smooth, all right? So your steps, you're gonna stand the bike up, put the kickstand up, obviously. Turn the bike on. All right, so before you start, you're always gonna make sure you're in first gear. There's been plenty of times where I forgot to do that and you go to take off and you almost fall over. All right, then you're gonna cover the rear brake and then you're gonna set your throttle. Once you get your throttle where you like it, that sounds good to me, find your friction zone, right there. And then right when you get into the friction zone, pull it back in just a tad. Because if you pull it all the way back to your handlebars, then when you go to take off, you're searching to figure out where the friction zone is, so you're kind of guessing. So after you get your throttle in your friction zone, set it and forget it. You're gonna keep your body straight up and down, eyes forward, looking at that last cone, and our goal is to stop at that first cone and then just keep on going. So I'll do a little demo. Foot up, as soon as the bike starts moving, get to this cone. And I didn't mention, when you're stopping, stop in the friction zone. So this next cone here, listen to my throttle. When you stay in the friction zone, you have to use the rear brake just a little bit harder to stop. It's not much pressure at all, but this keeps power to that rear wheel and keeps the bike more straight up and down when you're stopping and your handlebars aren't all over the place. Foot up. Staying in the friction zone, a little more rear brake, nice smooth stop. And we're just gonna do that, come out, loop back around, and we'll do it again. Okay, let's get to it. All right, first up we got Al. Okay. Good, a little softer with that rear brake. There you go, that's better. Give me one more. Keep that throttle up, work on that throttle. A little bit softer on that rear brake. That's better. Ah. Good, a little bit softer on that rear brake. Your suspension's pumping. Better. It's all right. Just warming up. Okay. Up. Watch that front brake. All right, get your throttle set. Let me hear it. Good, find that friction zone. All right, now start going, get that foot up as soon as the bike starts moving. It's all right. All right, so your problem is you're not 100% in the friction zone.
Okay.
So the throttle was good, I could hear the throttle. Just try it again. Throttle, friction zone. A little more throttle. Much better, much better. Let's do it again. All right, a little bit smoother, but not bad. Throttle.
Stop, 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 go foot down. Stop, 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 go foot down.
Okay? I don't know. I think he was imagining he was putting his foot down. Very good, Jim. Good. Very good. You can park. Beautiful. Watch his foot. Beautiful. Good. Good. Very good. You're good. All right. Stefan, keep that throttle up. So what you're doing, you're falling out of the friction zone, your throttle's dropping, and that's a recipe to fall out of the friction zone. So let's do it. Let's do it again. Get that throttle up. Find that friction zone. Start moving forward. You're dropping your throttle. Get that throttle up. There you go. Now almost kind of just lock your wrist so it doesn't move. Find that friction zone. Start moving forward. Foot up immediately. Keep that throttle. You better. We'll do it one more time, all right? Good. Good. Very good. You can park. All right. As Stefan said, he's only been doing this for a couple months now, so we'll get him up to speed. All right. Deep breaths. Get that throttle. Find that friction zone. Set it and forget it. Foot up. Light pressure on that rear brake. Much better, much better. Just work on that rear brake, being smooth with it. All it is the friction zone. That's why the bike wanted to lean over to the side, because you had the throttle. So you had enough throttle. You just need to stay in that friction zone. All right, hey, so let's do this, okay? Get your throttle up. Then what we're gonna do is you're gonna go into the friction zone and then come out of it. Just rock the bike forward a little bit, okay? So when you find that friction zone, don't pull it back into the point to where the bike stops moving. Don't go any further. You're pulling the clutch way too far. Here, put it in neutral real quick. All right, put it in gear. I got you. I won't launch you, I promise. All right, so this is what I want here. All right. What? Feel that?
Okay.
That's as much as I want you to move your hand.
Okay.
Because that's all you got to do to come out of the friction zone. Just a tiny little bit. So that way, if you need it again, you're right there.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, put it back in neutral real quick.
Just to be safe.
Yeah. I don't want to launch you out of here. All right. Now do that a couple times, and then we'll try it again. Too much. It's real minute. There you go. Just like that. All right. Now do that, but keep your throttle up, and let's go on forward. Better. You're getting there. You're getting there. Throttle, friction zone. Better. I want to see it one more time real quick. All right, guys, he's getting there. And after turning the camera around, I realized I still got my helmet on. Oh well. All he has to do is work on that friction zone. It's okay. Get that throttle, friction zone, foot up. Look at that, much better. Beautiful. One more time. Keep that throttle up. Good. One more. Good. All right, you can park. Okay, guys, making progress with him. Now we're gonna move into the slow ride. That's the beauty of that exercise, is you can practice that every time you ride. Yeah. Coming up to a stoplight. This next exercise too, the slow ride. Yes, sir.
Question about that.
Yes.
You know, rear brake, left foot down, and all that. What happens when you're on an incline? You know, the sloping this way at an angle. You're obviously going to have to put your right foot down, and you can't use your brake. And so, basically, I'll use the front brake and put the right foot down.
Right. Yeah. So once you pretty much almost get to the stop, it's okay to lightly put some pressure on that front brake so that way you can put both feet down. But me personally, I've gotten to the point, unless it's like a super extreme slope, I'm still able to put that left foot down. I've been on roads where like you got that hump in the middle of the road. I can still balance it, but if something like this, it's a little bit higher and stuff, I understand, but just light pressure on that front brake, and most importantly, make sure those handlebars are straight, and you'll be okay. So now we're just gonna move into the slow ride. Everything's gonna stay the same. All we're gonna be doing is just going in a straight line, and then at some point, I'm gonna tell you to give me a smooth stop, and then we'll move into left and right turns. I'll do a quick demo. It's not gonna be lengthy, just so I have it for the camera for everybody else watching. Handlebars straight, nice smooth. All right, always gonna make sure you're in first gear. Covering that rear brake, throttle up, friction zone. As soon as the bike starts moving, foot up. Leaning forward a little bit, head nice, straight forward. Trying to keep a steady throttle. And then come to a nice smooth stop. All right, first gear, rear brake, throttle set, find that friction zone, foot up as soon as the bike starts moving, lightly dragging that rear brake for some stability. And then come to a nice smooth stop. That's all there is to it. All right, and for this, pays dividends to lean forward a little bit, still keeping your body straight, but you know what I mean. Lean forward a little bit, and yeah, that's about it. And then when I tell you to come to a smooth stop, keep in mind, try to stay in the friction zone, all right? All right, Jim. Keep them eyes up. All right, give me a smooth stop. All right, the only thing I noticed is your throttle was inconsistent, but besides that, you're pretty good. Try to keep that throttle consistent. There you go. See how his bars are moving? All right, now try to give me a nice smooth stop. Good, bars are straight, beautiful. All right, Al. Very good, keeping his head and eyes up. Bars are moving, good throttle. Very good. All right, give me a smooth stop. Beautiful. If you noticed, if you heard it, his throttle didn't go down until he was stopped. All right, Richard. Give me a little more throttle. All right, he's going 2 miles an hour. Give me a smooth stop. Good. It's all right. Make sure you're in that friction zone. It's all right. You're not all the way in that friction zone. Do that exercise we did. Just kind of rock it back and forth so you can get a feel for where that friction zone is. Perfect. All right, get that throttle up, covering the rear brake. Use that rear brake to control your speed. Nice and smooth. Beautiful. All right, now give me a smooth stop. Just work on keeping that throttle up. You're in the friction zone. You're good. The bars were moving, so that's good because you're going so slow. But keep that throttle up. Just keep it in the friction zone. You're doing really good with that rear brake, though. All right, Al. We are on a slight. Go a little bit slower. Look at that, you see how his foot, I'll try to zoom in, right on the edge of that rear brake. Handlebars are moving. All right, give me a smooth stop. Beautiful. You can park. All right, Jim. Nice and slow, beautiful. All right, give me a smooth stop. Very good, very good. All right, Jared. You know he's using that rear brake, you hear it squeaking. Excellent. All right, give me a nice smooth stop. Awesome. You can park. Richard. Man, I'm actually remembering everybody's name. Good. Bars are moving a little bit, that's good. Now he's going slow enough. Go a little bit slower. There you go, beautiful. All right, give me a smooth stop. It's all right. Watch that front brake. All right, Stefan. Very good. Keep that throttle. That's all right. Keep that throttle consistent. You're doing great in the beginning there. Do the same thing. Just keep that throttle consistent. It's all right. We'll work it out. All right, give me a smooth stop. Good. Very good. If you want to do it again, you can. If not, you can park. All right, don't pass me. Go a little bit slower. Very good. All right, give me a smooth stop. Nice, you can park. All right, Richard. He did touch that front brake at the stop, but he was doing very good slow. At a walking pace. Very good. Everything's staying consistent. He's going 2 miles an hour. I can see it on the speedometer. Give me a smooth stop. Better. You can park. That's all right. So I know you're in the friction zone because you're stalling. So that just means you got to work on that throttle. Good. Keep everything the same. Give me a smooth stop. Hey, baby steps. You're getting there. That time you didn't stall. I heard your throttle the entire time. Stayed in the friction zone.
You know what's getting me, I think? Hearing that sound from when I come out of the friction zone and my RPM seem like they're going up.
Yeah.
And it's making me feel like I'm doing something wrong, I guess. So it's making me like, I don't know.
Like when you're coming to the stop?
So like when I'm going in and out of the friction zone, I don't know if my wrist is still moving. I really can't tell because I'm trying to lock in, but my RPMs are seeming like they're going. So that's just my throttle. My RPMs wouldn't go up and down if I'm in and out of the clutch.
No.
Stay the same.
Yeah.
My wrist is the same.
No matter if you set it here or you don't have it at all, it's not going to sound any different.
Okay.
Unless you don't have enough throttle,
Okay.
then you're going to hear it starting to lug.
Okay.
So just remember, set it and forget it. Very good. Smooth stop. Much better. Good job. Good. You're good. That's right. So you're going in and out on the clutch. That's why you're hopping like that. There you go. You're good. You can park. All right, guys. Everybody's getting better, getting warmed up. Now we're going to head into left and right turns. Left and right turns. May look intimidating, but I promise you, it's doable, all right? So right here we have 5-foot lane. This is 5 feet wide, the entrance here. And then your turning lane is 7.5 feet, all right? And this is to simulate for, say you're turning right out onto the street, you don't wanna cross that double yellow line. There's too many times I see these people, they pull out of a driveway and sure enough, they go over that double yellow line, and we all know that's dangerous because what if there's a car flying through and you're gonna get T-boned. At the corners here, I put these tall cones because the goal of this is not to lean, all right? And this comes in handy for, say you're on gravel in a tight spot or something like that where you can't lean. This will represent a wall, a car, whatever you want to imagine. So you're gonna end up coming in, we're just gonna go straight through. If some of you are feeling froggy, we'll go from a stop and then make a turn from a stop. But for now, we'll just go straight through. So you're gonna come in. For you guys, you can come right in the middle here. Or if you're turning right, you can move over to the left a little bit so you have a little more room. You're gonna come in, staying in the friction zone, keep your throttle set, all the same stuff that we did with slow starts and stops in the slow ride. Once you get your front wheel to about this threshold of where these two cones are, if you're going right, you're gonna turn your head and eyes first because you wanna make sure you don't have any obstacles in the way or anything coming at you. We're in a controlled environment, but good habit, look where you wanna go. Then turn the handlebars, coming in, following it around, keeping the body up. If you start going a little too fast, remember, you're covering that rear brake, so apply some nice, light, smooth pressure to it and ride out the turn. That's pretty much it, honestly. I already covered everything that we're gonna use in the slow ride and whatnot, so I'll do a quick demo and we'll get it going. Okay, I'm coming in, I'm gonna go right. Head and eyes, handlebars, right on out. Notice my throttle stays consistent. I got my friction zone already set, looking where I want to go, then the handlebars, no lean. The same to the left, get here, handlebars, leaning forward a little bit. I'm leaning forward a little bit so it makes this turn a little bit easier. If you're all the way back here, look, you're stretching now. One more time. Well, I'll show you from a stop if you want to do it from a stop. So you can stop right here. Obviously, the closer you stop there, the more your bars are going to have to be turned. So right here, if I'm right here, I can't do full lock right away because I'm going to end up swiping this cone. The more you practice this, when you're in the real world situation, you'll know how much you got to turn your bars. So I'm going to start with my bars straight. Get that throttle up. I'm covering the rear brake. Find the friction zone. Looking where I want to go. Then I can turn the handlebars. And I didn't need any lean whatsoever. Any questions? All right, let's do it. Go to the left first. Less lean. Sorry about that. You're gonna stop? All right. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right, keep them eyes up. Started too soon, but besides that, you're good. All right, so I want you to back up a little bit further. For this, you're gonna need a little bit of speed. Don't come flying through. Back up a little more. I want to get your speed set for when you come in, and keep those eyes up. I see you peeking down. Good. Keep that speed. Look where you want to go. Look at that, first try. Too much lean. Too much. Good. Good. A little bit of lean, but we'll let them fly. Good. Very good. Woo! Hot rod. You're good, man.
Covering the rear brake?
Yes.
Okay.
Because if you end up starting to go too fast, your foot's already there, you can apply the light pressure to slow yourself down a little bit.
Okay.
That was good. You just got a little, yeah. You're good though. Hey, you already did it once, so you know you can do it. Eyes up. There you go, beautiful. Yeah, you can go that way. Too much lean, too much lean. You can go that way. That was good, very good. Al's an excellent rider. Go to the right now, see how that works. It's all right. So since I heard your throttle go up and you weren't going any further, you're out of the friction zone. That's all that was. No lean, no lean. Keep them eyes up. There you go, beautiful. No lean. You're leaning a little bit. Too much lean. Stefan, that was good. You made it through, didn't hit any cones. When you come through, give me a little more speed and you'll be a little more stable coming through there, all right? Too soon. Eyes up. Beautiful. Good job. No lean. Okay. Keep them eyes up. Good. Keep that speed. You're good. Don't worry about it. That was a good speed. I want that kind of speed when you're coming in. Hey, Richard, all you're doing wrong is starting too soon. Just ensure that you get all the way to that threshold there. You have some wiggle room too, because this is more than wide enough to make it through there if you go past those a little bit.
I like it wider.
Yeah, me too. Good job. All right, we're gonna make them, you're gonna do it from a stop. Wherever you want. Whichever direction you want to go.
I've always been taught to go to lock, go to halfway, and then start.
You can do that. Yeah, I've been taught that way too. But when you're all the way back here, you don't have to do that. But if you're comfortable with doing that, go for it.
So I would like you to show us how to, you teach how to stationary and lock my bars right now and turn, because I'm afraid to do that.
What was that again?
From a stationary position, lock your bars all the way and start to turn. I don't know how to do that.
All right, nothing changes.
Nothing changes.
As long as you have that friction and throttle, if you can do it straight up and down, but most likely you're gonna end up leaning. If you're trying to make the only time you're really gonna do a real tight turn like that is if you're gonna do pretty much an extreme lean there.
Yeah.
But we can work on that. Very good, man. You're gonna come from a stop too. Whichever direction you wanna go. Very good. Whichever way. Good. Straight through. Whichever way you want to go. Keep that throttle up. Good speed.
First drop.
It's all right. I told you, it's bound to happen when you're practicing. All right. Walk it up. I got you. One thing you want to do before you even start picking up, just shut it off.
Okay.
But good. But obviously you know how to pick it up when it falls, so that's good.
Better not.
Yeah. What happened there?
I think I grabbed the front brake.
You grabbed the front brake?
I think I did.
Well, you at least came out of the friction zone because you lost part of that rear wheel. And that's what made you tip over. If you did, I didn't see you hit the front brake, but I wasn't looking at your front brake lever. But obviously you know if you did, and that definitely would add to the falling.
Right.
It's all right, let's do it again. Make sure you get to here. Either way, I don't care. Better. Come in a little bit further. Whatever way you want to go. All right. Too much lean, too much lean. You fell a little bit. Whichever way you want to, scoot up a little more. We're gonna challenge him a little bit. A little more. All right, whichever way. Good. Good. Whichever way. Keep that speed. Good. You dropped your throttle. You dropped your throttle, you stalled, and down goes Frazier. All right, shut it off. I'll come over here. Oh, then another reminder, if you fall on this side, make sure you get that kickstand down. Then you don't have to worry about it trying to get it down if you're by yourself. All right, bring it over. You're good.
I know this phone might be toast.
It's all good. It's rubber.
Man.
All that is I immediately heard your throttle go down. You're still in the friction zone. It stalled and boom, went over. You're good. Just keep that speed that you're coming in, and remember, set it and forget it. Keep that in your head, and you'll be good. Okay, guys, gonna take a little break, and we'll get into the single cone lead. All right, had to switch out the camera all the way down there now. Of course, you guys, if you guys watch my videos, I always bring the rain. All right, so the single serpentine. If you notice, it's set up a little differently, as I mentioned in the beginning. My friend Robert Simmons, he started putting 2 cones on the sides of the middle cones. So the goal of this is to weave in between all these cones, obviously. And when you come in, you want to hit the middle of these cones. You don't want to come in too close to these, because as you go down the line, you're going to start losing space. So you come in, hit the middle, and with these 2 cones here, you have to swing out wide or you're going to end up hitting. In this exercise, this is where we want to start leaning. You want to lean the motorcycle, counterbalance with the ground, let the bike lean underneath you. You're going to swing out to about here, and then you're going to transition. When you transition, do it like you mean it. Don't dilly-dally around. When you get over here, almost like you're throwing a punch. Turn those handlebars. Hit the middle. Transition, come in here, hit the middle, and then we're gonna transition like you're throwing a punch. All the same things still apply. Keep that throttle steady, friction zone. I'll do a quick little demo. See if you guys have any questions and we'll get into it. Demo time. Swing it out nice and wide. Counterbalancing, steady throttle. One more time. I'm looking at the very last cone down there. This is downhill, so I'm using a little more rear brake. Boom. One thing I forgot to mention is when you're going down the line, stare at the very last cone, all right? You don't have to be worried about these other ones because you'll see it in your peripheral, all right? If you keep your head and eyes straight, looking down the line, you're gonna be good. I'll do it one more time and then we'll hop right into it. And I'm leaning forward a little bit. All right, Al. Good. Good. Very good. A little more speed. Very good. You're good. Skip it. You're gonna need a little more speed. Come back around. Very good. Keeping his body straight. Beautiful. Little more speed. Very good. Richard, so you're skimming those cones. You just need to swing out a little bit wider. Give me a touch more speed and lean that thing. But overall, very good. Woo! Al like a pro over here. Woo! All right. No fear. It's going too slow. You need more speed. Come down with a little more speed. Better, much better. All right, Al's getting comfortable now. This is one of those exercises, once you start getting in the groove of it. Very good, beautiful, love it. Faster, faster. You need more speed, that's all it is, man. You'll get there. There you go. Good. Keep that speed up. Hey, let's do this, okay? Find an empty spot, get a good speed going, and just start weaving. All right, so that way you're not worried about hitting any cones or anything like that. That's your main problem. Is all you need is a little more speed. You're just going too slow.
Same concept, still cover the rear brake,
Yes.
still in that friction zone.
Yep. This one's even more important for the friction zone and the throttle. If you just set it and forget it, you don't have to worry about anything. The only other thing you're worried about is using that rear brake to slow yourself down if you start moving too fast. You can actually do this with no brake. That brake is just there to assist you. So find an open area, maybe in the corner over there, and just weave a little bit and then come back. All right, Richard. Little more speed. Hey. Give me some speed. Come on. There you go. Keep that speed. All right, they're getting too comfortable with this. I'm gonna have them do something a little more. There you go. Hey, tell Jim and what's his name, Rudy? Yeah, Rudy. You guys are gonna do something special next. There you go. Do it again. All right, what I want you three to do, you're gonna come in, go around the first one, and make a loop. And then go around the next one, make a loop. What? Dealer's choice. All right, guys, I got to challenge them a little bit. Jesus. My gosh. Careful, careful. Oh. All right, one at a time, one at a time. This is getting a little risky. Very good. Excellent. Good head and eyes. Listen to that throttle, nice and steady. Excellent. Very good. Al gave him a little pep talk. Can't put what he said on camera, but it's funny. Basically, he was saying, swing it like you mean it. Once you get the rhythm going, then those front forks start diving, and you know you're doing something right. Need more speed. Go up there, loop around, and get at about, I don't know, 7, 8 miles per hour, and then come in through. All right? That's the only thing you're lacking is that speed. Once you get that speed, it'll allow you to dip and dive. Nice takeoff. More, 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 more. Keep that throttle up. There you go. You're getting there. You're getting there. Hey, if you have to, you can skip just to get the feel for it. Faster. Oh, baby, we're getting progress. It's all right. Hey, you're getting there. You're getting there. Do it again. Yes, those last two that he just did, that's what I want to see. All good, man. Listen, those last two weaves that you just did, that's what I want the whole way through. You had the speed, you leaned, the bike was tired, so it took a nap. That's all that was. It's all good. Let's pick her up.
Like the last guy on the last video.
I can, if you want it. Look at this, teamwork makes the dream work. You got that kickstand? All right. Okay. Yes, grab the bar, squat down. There you go. I'll just start walking it back. There you go. Beautiful. Yeah. As I said, your last two weaves, beautiful. Do it all the way down. You got this. Yeah, hey, you want to lead him through it? Okay, awesome. Yeah, so sometimes when you follow somebody, that definitely helps too. I like that Jim volunteered for this. Kudos to him. All right, follow him. Ah. Getting there. You're getting there. You're getting there. Now just pick up the speed. He's got everything else. All he needs is a little more speed. Perfect. He hit it right in the middle. All right, now keep up with him. I said keep up with him. Keep that speed right there. Come on. Go, 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 go.
I'm thinking I'm gonna hit the cones, man. The cone.
Don't worry about those cones.
Okay.
Those cones aren't gonna hurt you. All right? I need you to match his speed.
Yeah.
I want, I don't know, 3 or 4 feet behind him. Watch what he does. You're more than capable of doing everything that he's doing, I promise you. If you have to hit the cone, hit the cone. I don't care. You're gonna get this. All right, let's do it. Throttle. Hey, your throttle is dipping down, so you're still in the friction zone, and I can hear your engine lugging. That's another reason why you need some more speed.
Friction zone is just this area right here before it starts catching, right?
The friction zone is where it catches.
So where it catches, that's the
Yes,
friction zone.
but not your lever isn't going to be completely out.
Okay,
So right there, that's where you want to stay the entire time.
okay,
You don't want to pull it back in.
okay.
Once you let it out a little bit. Once you're there, leave it right there because you're providing power to that rear wheel. I think he was confused what exactly the friction zone was. I think he was thinking that it was once you pull it back in right before it starts giving power to the rear wheel. Well, there he goes again. It's all right. Jim's gonna help him out. He just needs to work on that friction zone. All right, we're gonna move into the U-turn now. All right, come on down. You can come over here so it doesn't look like I'm talking to myself. We got the U-turn next. All right, this is set up at 24 feet, okay? As a motorcycle rider, you should be able to complete a 24-foot U-turn. This isn't anything extreme, and in fact, you can make an 18-foot U-turn on touring motor. Indian, probably not, but at 18 feet with 0 lean. I'll show that here in a bit. So for the U-turn, all the same fundamentals, friction zone, rear brake to control your speed. Now we're gonna be still doing leaning. So when you come in, this is how I was taught at the lock and lean course that I took. Traditionally, you come and ride on these cones right here, but they taught me, come in at an angle, okay? So when you're coming in at this angle, this sets you up to utilize all your space because in this corner right here, it's all dead space, okay? So when you come in at that angle, it helps you utilize that dead space. And once you get about here, you can quickly confirm your wheel placement by looking down. Some of you with the fairings, you're not gonna be able to do that so much. But as soon as you confirm that wheel placement, turn your head and eyes, make sure there's no obstacles, then turn the handlebars. You're turning, you're counterbalancing, letting the bike lean underneath you, keeping your body up and down, and follow out the turn. And what I like to do, just like in the single serpentine, do it like you're throwing a punch, and lean forward. Okay, lean that thing over. Just come around and come out. Anybody have any questions about that? You definitely want some speed, so that way you're able to lean it. So I typically do my U-turns. I'm not looking at my speedometer. I'm probably anywhere between 5 and 7 miles per hour. Okay, for you definitely gonna have to work on the speed. That's the only thing you're missing. You're just going entirely too slow, so you don't really have any stabilization. Once you get a little bit of speed, the bike stabilizes a little more, and then you're not so shaky. Because when you're starting to get shaky, things are happening in your hands. Yeah. So, all right, let me do a quick little demo. All right, and you can scoot up on your seat a little bit. That'll make it so you don't have to reach as far. I'm gonna come in at that angle. Firm wheel placement, head and eyes, handlebars. And then when you're turning, turn those head and eyes and look out that way, okay? I'll do it one more time. And listen to my throttle. Angle, head and eyes, handlebars. Steady throttle. And I'm looking straight ahead, turning my head all the way around, okay? No lean. Look how much space you got over there. All right? So it's doable. There you go. All right, Al. All right, I'm gonna tell him I want him to come out straight. Very good, excellent. Keep that throttle up. Turn him. That's the problem, you're going too slow, and just that little movement of getting out of the friction zone, the bike falls over. You just need to work on that speed. I want you to go, I usually have problems with people going too fast. You're not gonna get it overnight, but you'll get there, we'll get you there. Hey Al, when you come out, I want you to come out straight. Don't swoop back around out. Oh, I guess he's coming from the other way. Very good. He needs to lean a little more. Al did the little sway, which you can do that too, give you a little more momentum. Very nice. All right. Next time Rudy comes in, he's gonna have to come closer. Good. Come on, baby. You're looking down. Give me more speed. Good. Use all your space. I want you to get all the way up here. All the way up here. There you go. Beautiful. You didn't get all the way up to the line. Excellent, excellent. Give me some speed, come on. There you go, keep that speed. Hey, that's progress, baby. Keep those eyes up. Very good. He didn't utilize all the space either, but come on. There you go. Beautiful. He had about that much space. Come on. Keep that speed. Look where you want to go. Perfect speed. That last one that you did, you would have made it if you would have been looking where you want to go. You're looking at the cones. Hey, at least you're getting a good leg workout today. You're getting there. You're finally getting the speed, okay? So once you get right here, turn your head and eyes and look where you want to go. Don't even worry about those cones over there. Yes, you got this. You're literally that close. All the way up. Very good. Look where you want to go. You're all right, you're all right. Good speed. Turn them. You're almost there, almost there. Oh, he's so close. He's gonna get this. He's gonna get this. You're so close. I'm gonna stand right there. You wanna focus on me. Oh man, he's gonna get it. Come on, baby. You got this, baby. Good speed, good speed. Come to me. Turn those handles. You got the speed, now turn them. Whew, 11:30. Great wheel placement. Very good. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Yeah, baby. All right, we'll take it. Excellent. Good. Turn them. All you have to do is turn them a little more. All right, guys, we're gonna get into the double 360. Turn them. It's all right. All right, guys, I'm gonna get them set up for the double 360. Ow, great job. The double 360. So in a nutshell, pretty much a figure eight. All right, per the pattern, you're gonna come in, do a 360, come around, do a 360 and go out. However, some of you, I want you to do it twice because it gets kind of boring just doing it once and then just immediately going out. So we got 5-foot gates, entrance and exits. Doesn't matter, you can either enter on this side or that side. You can go either way. The 360s are 22 feet, so a little bit smaller than the U-turn we just did. So you're gonna end up coming in and you're immediately gonna try to get as close to this corner cone right here as possible, all right? Once you get here, I want you to ride the perimeter of this, okay? Use all your space. I don't care if you can do an 18-foot circle, I still want you on this perimeter. As my friend Marty Gray says, we want to work towards little goals, okay? So our first goal, get to this cone. Our next goal is to get right before this 12 o'clock. So you get here, you're turning your handlebars, You're looking where you want to go. You want to get right about just a little before this. Then your next goal is to get to about 9 o'clock over there. So once you get to about here, you're looking over there, following it around. And then once you get to about here, about 9 o'clock-ish, your next goal is that big cone over there. Get as close as you can to that. Still riding the perimeter, and when you're leaning, you're doing the counterbalancing, letting the bike lean underneath you, keeping the steady throttle. Start going too fast, already covering that rear brake, so light pressure. Get here, you're gonna have all the same goals as you did over there. Ride this perimeter. You wanna get to right here. Your next goal is to get to about 9 o'clock, turning. And then your next goal is the exit over there. So this is why it's important to ride this perimeter, because it's gonna set you up to come out smoothly out of that exit. Come around here and ride on out. I'll do a quick little demo. All right, first gear, covering that rear brake, get the throttle up, find the friction zone, bike starts moving, foot up, first goal. Now I'm looking over here. Boom, steady throttle. This is a little downhill, so I'm using a little more brake pressure. Then I'll do it a little bit tighter. Plenty of space to do this. Any questions? All right. Well, you know what? I've been calling him Rudy. It's Jared. He's not using all of his space. Next time you do it, you weren't riding the entire perimeter. You're cutting yourself short. Okay. So I want to see you ride the whole perimeter. Okay. Jim's leaving a little bit of space on the table, but he is riding that perimeter pretty good. I'm going to tell him the same thing. Hey, excellent job. I want you to ride the perimeter a little more. You had about that much room. I know you can do it tight. It's a different bike. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Al's doing the same thing. Oh, doing twosies. Al, excellent job, but I'm going to tell you just like I told them.
I didn't use all the space.
Yes, I know you can do it tight, yeah. All right? But it's important to be able to have proper wheel placement.
Yes.
That'll come in handy for the other one.
That'll screw you in other exercises.
Yes, yes. So, great job. I want to see you ride the perimeter. All the way around the perimeter. There you go. There you go. Ah. Good. Oh! He hit the wall. Oh man, poor cones. Much better. Yeah, oh yeah. Excellent. Perfect. Digging all that space. Beautiful. And notice you picked up your speed to utilize it. Very good. Very good. Everything is great. Fantastic. Try picking up your speed a little bit to utilize the space. There you go. Man, Jim has came a long way since the first time I seen him ride. Good, he corrected himself. He was going a little too fast with that rear brake. Beautiful, beautiful. He's cutting himself short. He corrected it. He's cutting himself short, but he's doing a great job. Good. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna set up a keyhole and then maybe we'll do some follow the leader. Good old follow the leader. I'll actually get the drone up for that. Get a good view of it. Yeah, I'm gonna set up an 18-foot keyhole.
I want to see if I can do an 18-footer on this.
Yeah.
It'll be tight.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll set up the 18-foot keyhole, and then we'll do a little bit of follow the leader, and we can just, I'll be out here for a little bit. All right, guys, let's do a little bit of follow the leader, baby. right, guys, we're wrapping it up. But before we go, do some exit interviews. Jim, what did you think of the session?
I thought it was fantastic. She started out with some basic stuff and progressed from there. Thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming out, man. You've progressed a lot. You've only been doing this a couple of years now, and you're doing excellent. I can't wait to look at that footage from the drone. I think that's going to be some cool stuff. But again, appreciate you coming out, man.
Thank you.
All right, now I'm asking the questions here. You're just going to answer them. All right, Al, what did you think of the session?
It was great. Everybody trains a little different. Everybody teaches a little different, and you'll pick up something from every instructor if you open your ears.
Yep.
I like the way you set the cone weave up with 3 cones that you learned from another instructor. It forces you to do it different. It forces you to transition better. I like
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
Good job.
And you think you'll be back again?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Appreciate you coming out. Excellent riding out there. You did show off a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. Practice some
Fell
skills.
down, too.
Yeah. Appreciate you coming
All
out,
right.
man. Thanks. So I've been calling this guy Rudy, and that's not that's not his name. His name's Jared. So if I called him Rudy, just know his name's Jared. So Jared, what did you think of the session?
It was a great session. The fundamentals were hit, and we got us advanced stuff too.
Yes, and he's an excellent rider as well. You think you'll be back? Tell your friends, maybe?
Probably, yeah.
All right, I appreciate you coming out. Anything else you want to say?
Jogo.
Jogo. All right, Stefan, this is a miracle. I remembered everybody's name except for Rudy's. Stefan, what did you think about the session?
If I had to pick a word, I would say informative.
Okay.
A lot of information to take in. So yeah, it was nice though. I felt good coming out here practicing with these guys. A lot of encouragement that helped. You know what I mean? That helped a lot.
Yep. In brief, I know you missed it, but I said positive environment. After interviewing all you guys, I knew I wasn't going to have any issues. So what you need to work on is you started getting at your speed and making sure you're staying in that friction zone. But I told you earlier, this isn't going to happen overnight.
Right.
Keep on working at it and you'll get there. You made amazing progress.
Thank you.
And I hope to see you out here again.
Oh yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back for sure. And I gotta correct myself because my mom might see this. It's pronounced Steven, but it's spelled Stefan. So if she see this, I'm sorry, Mom. I said my name wrong.
All right, man. Appreciate you coming out.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. If you guys are interested in these practice sessions, completely free of charge, all you got to do is bring yourself and the bike. I even brought water this time, so you don't even have to bring any water. Go to my website, jogomotorcycleadventures.com. I got the whole scheduled on there for the rest of the season. And also, if you're interested in some private lessons, I offer those as well. All right, guys, as always, this is Jogo with Jogo Motorcycle Adventures. Until next time, ride on.